Hi. This episode of Practical Digital Strategies has got to be, simply put, how to master digital marketing. So if you or your designee is the master of digital marketing for your online presence, then this is for you, okay? And I've created a Google document, and I've got it here, and I'll have the link in the comments. If you go to Podbean and look for Practical Digital Marketing, you'll find a link there to get to this Google document. And starting off, it talks about the importance of digital marketing for small business and entrepreneurs. It's no longer a luxury item. It's something that you really got to do, because there's 4.66 billion, with a B, people on the internet. So your online presence is going to directly influence your brand's success or non-success. So getting into being in tune with digital marketing is really important, and you're going to reach a wider audience. You're going to be cost effective in doing that. There's nothing more affordable than online, and you'll have measurable results. In that, I read years ago, and it still holds true, that online digital marketing, the internet, is the most trackable medium of anything there is. Whether it's radio or TV or print, this is most trackable. You can find out where they come from, when they did it, etc. So to understand your target audience is a key. You can make up a persona. You're going to deal with things like age and gender, where they're at, location, occupation, and what their income level is. That's going to give you a good yardstick to measure the effect of targeting that persona. You can look up, once you have that demographic information, you can look up and find out what social channels they figure are going to be the best. Like recent persona that I did for Route 6 Tour, they said Instagram and YouTube. Route 6 Explorers are going to be in those two locations, and so we're going to do that. We're going to target those two locations. We just did our first video that we've done for the Glendale, California cruise night that's coming up July 20th, and that's been a part of the effort with Instagram and with YouTube. So back to this mastering marketing online. You build a strong online presence where you have a website that's optimized, that's got a content strategy. You know where you're going, why you're going there, and what you're going to do when you arrive. Those types of things, those clear call to actions, those are the winners in this game, okay? Sure, you can have creative content, engaging visuals, but your single most energy is going to be put into what is the reason you're doing this, what is the call to action, whether it's sign up for the newsletter or subscribe to our channel or like this video, etc. That's what the whole thing is about. The leveraging of social media. You want to have effective engagement and a growth strategy. That goes back to what we're saying about the persona and finding out where your most liked people are going to be, how to engage with them, how to have contests, polls, Q&A. You know, you've heard of the term Ask Me Anything. That's where the person will set up, like in Reddit is a good example where that happens. And they'll do a text conversation with their community, and basically they get to ask them anything they want to that's most likely topic related. I'm sure that if they get some off the wall question like, why is there air? That's not going to happen, okay? So the power of email marketing. Finding out how to build a list, how to campaign creation is a big part of that. And then automating that process so the minimal amount of time spent tweaking and touching and maintaining it, it's going to be automated for the most part, okay? And you can look at Constant Contact and MailChimp. Those are two names that are pretty big in that regard. Doing some intense SEO, you're searching some optimization to improve visibility and ranking on search engines. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. And if you're good on Google, hey, I've got it done. Well, there are more than one search engine. So maybe take a look at your statistics, find out where your referrals are coming from, and make a decision based on that information, rather than just go at the best of the rest, build your links, acquire backlinks, etc. That's all part of that SEO process and optimizing your content online. You're going to have data-driven decisions and mastering the analytics tools like Google Analytics and HubSpot. There's a free service from them. I use Webmaster Tools from Ahrefs. That's free. That gives me some good information. So you can keep track of your key performance indicators and find out if you're making your goal or no, if putting the call to action above the fold on your web page or putting it down at the bottom. Now, one theory I've got is to have the bottom link go to a twin of where the top link goes, but then know the difference between the two so you can track your performance. And maybe the footer is the winner, according to statistics, what I'm trying to say, at the top, above the fold. Little dramatic pause there. And harness the power of video marketing. That's what we're trying to do with this video. People sometimes engage better with a video content because you're going to have SEO for videos, you're going to have live streaming to keep track of, and content ideas. You can use any of the platforms like YouTube or Vimeo to host your video and get it back to the online community you built of the persona that are on your email list. Effective use of paid advertising. I got to confess, I am not a lion in the jungle about paid advertising. I don't use it personally. I guess you'd call it, if it was World War II, you'd call it saturation bombing. I find out where the persona is at and then make that happen. Make that be where the message, and create the awareness by perpetually having that information available. Influencer marketing, and we talked about this the other day. To find an influencer, I think it has to be someone that influences you to be an influencer. Simply hanging their shingle out there saying, hey, I'm an influencer. Well, me personally, I got to believe that you are an influencer before I'm going to say, hey, I should collaborate with that person. Okay? The people that I like online, I'm more likely to collaborate with or get inspiration from than for somebody I never heard of. So step number 11 in the Google document talks about local SEO and online reviews. Local SEO means that if you're doing real estate, you're not doing real estate in Michigan, perhaps, well, unless you are in Michigan, then address that local keywords search. And two words that come up in my mind constantly when I'm looking is near me. So it might be drywall anchors near me instead of just drywall anchors. And I'm not going to get them from Louisiana because the shipping would be astronomical. Okay. But I might go across the street. And then the next one is the role of mobile optimization. There's a lot of work being done in the algorithm. Like it'll come up sometimes and say, do you want to read the simplified version of this page? Okay. So at the same time, you can build a website that's mobile friendly and test it for that. But you can also get code that asks if there's a simple version available, push that out instead. So the mobile marketing might well take the form of making a good effort at having it be mobile ready content is an important part of that. And the importance of content marketing, you can have it be in the form of a blog, which I'm a WordPress powered blog I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them. And the reason is they work. Ebooks and white papers, haven't built them. And content distribution, like I said earlier a few minutes ago, that's where it takes the form of saturation bombing, okay, where you're putting out, and then stay updated with industry trends. I've got a link I'll put in the comments for this video on the different ways to keep up to date. And one of the things that I do is I can separate out and then scroll way down at the bottom of this conversation, and you'll see the logo for Practical Digital Strategies. And right next to it, there's a bit.ly link. And guess where that goes? Right back to this content, to this Google document that I'm talking about. And then if you go down and scroll some more, it'll have the link for viewing this episode on YouTube, and it'll have that link in there. I guess I got to upload this content first, and then I can put it in there. So if you're looking and you see a blank, that's why, because I haven't done it yet. So you have a good day. Thanks for taking some minutes out of your day. Hopefully that you got a pearl out of this oyster. Hey, to contact me, use the secure contact form on guyrcook.com. If you like this video, found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more valuable content, and let us know in the comments below your own related experiences. It's a wrap.